Welcome back to another Unruly video. If you're new, welcome. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you know we post. If you're a returner, what's poppin'? Love balance.
So I've heard both sides of this theory, but I'm just trying to know which one you guys agree with. Do you think relationships last longer if the girl is more obsessed with the guy or if the guy is more obsessed with the girl? Let me know.
Yeah, so you heard the question at hand. Do relationships last longer if a guy is more in love with the girl is more in love with the guy? The reason why I'm taking on this video or this question is because I saw that video, and then I saw somebody comment yesterday about who loves more, a man or a woman, and I think that was a very interesting topic to take on. So the first thing when it comes to this question is I want you to think about modern day society and the relationships that are forming in today's time. Because if you look at it, you'll see that a lot of the things that's going on are very toxic. They're coming from a place of hurt, a place from attention seeking, validation. People are not one with themselves. People don't have self-awareness. People don't understand themselves. So when it comes to these things, so I want you to think about how this plays a role. Because think about it. If you have a guy that is overly obsessed with his woman and loves her more than she loves him or whatever, and just he's always giving her what she needs, think about how much attention that woman gets a day in the average day. You can say that the average woman gets a lot of attention from men. And so if you're always giving her this attention, and one, by all means, we're talking about the modern day women and the people that have this sort of ideology and are operating from this place of an unhealed and non-self-aware place. You have to think that she's going to get all that attention that you're giving her outside anyways. You see what I'm saying? Like, especially if she's operating from a place of not knowing herself and a place of hurt and always wanting validation. She's going to post pictures on the gram. She's going to get the hearts, the DMs, all of the things that she desires. So if a man is always giving her this attention, always going after her, always going to her beck and call and all sorts of things, she's going to get tired of you, bro. Very tired. Because you're not going to be interesting. And again, let me remind you, before you think that this is all women, these are the women that are coming from a place that they need validation from a man all the time, every second of the day. These are unhealed women. But if you're not healed and understand yourself from a place of I am whole and I am here because I'm looking for a partner to move a unit with, they're going to seek validation. These are those women. If you're a guy that's over the top lovey and always doing what she wants, a woman's not going to commit to you. She's not. Because you, in the way that you're approaching her, don't even care about yourself. And the reason I say this, my fellas that are watching this video, is because when you're over the top loving and over the top giving a person what they want, you're not giving yourself what you want. You're not taking the time out to deal with yourself because you're always putting them first. Always remember that in life, you come first. So when you're over the top giving love, you're over the top being extra and dealing with her and giving her everything she needs when she wants it and all of these things, she's going to realize that you don't have anything else set in play for you. Because if you're a man on your purpose, you're a man doing what you have to do, you're a man understanding that your time is running out, you're going to try to do everything for yourself first and get your desires done before you deal with other people. Especially when it comes to women, because they're a responsibility. They are a responsibility and almost a liability at some points in life. So you have to be very cautious when it comes to this thing. So when it comes to men overly obsessing for their women, it's like, bro, do you not have a purpose? Do you not have drive to do anything else? Because think about it. And I think this is why the red pill community talks about simps and all that. Men that are over the top of wanting a woman and loving her do everything she says. So she'll call and he'll drop whatever he's doing for her. If she tells him she wants something, he'll buy it every time. No one wants that. I'm like, all the women I speak to always say that they want a man that understands his own worth and understands that he has a purpose. So when I call all the time, he won't necessarily have to answer every second of the day because he has things set in play for himself. And for us, there always has to remain a level of polarity within a relationship. If you don't have that polarization between a relationship, it's going to fail 100% of the time. And so I'll answer this question at the end of the video, but the next side is if a woman loves you too much. Ladies, I want you to know that there's something about men that understands when a woman is giving her all and always is at a man's call and will do anything for him. If a man is not healed, if a man is not in the right mind space at the right time, he will take advantage of you. you will be taken advantage of, because he understands that this woman's going to do whatever I want her to do. And you can go to my video about the bottom theory and it'll tell you all about it. So when it comes to a woman loving a man over the top, I want you to know that yes, you can love your man, but don't do it to the point where, again, you're disrespecting yourself. Have your self-worth, understand the respect you have for yourself, and put a cap. There is perfectly fine having passion and admiration for a person without always being on them, always giving them what they want, always being at their beck and call. No, relax, shorty, because at the same time, you also have a purpose. You have a purpose, and you have to know that for yourself. And a lot of ladies nowadays don't even think about that. You have a purpose whether you like it or not. You are here to do something. So once you start to ask yourself that question, you'll realize that you also have to work on yourself. You also need to heal. You also need to look in your bag. So in both parties, they both need to heal. A woman and a man need to heal before they even think about love. Healing is essential. You need to know that you're your own individual and that a woman is her own individual. Because if you don't, you're going to come together, form a codependent relationship. And then once you form a codependent relationship, you're going to merge your identity within that person. You see what I'm saying? So when they rip away from you, you're stuck by yourself, but now you have no identity because you've given all of yourself to that person. And they've done the same. So when they rip apart, the two of you have lost identity, have lost sense of self, don't understand what's going on, and you're kind of in this confusion spot because you've lost all hope. Because your identity was merged within that codependent relationship. So that's what happens. And again, you still need the polarization of the masculine and the feminine energy within a relationship so that it works. And this means that overbearing love and emotion means that something's not stable. That's what that means. So there's the answer to the question. The answer is there needs to be polarization within the relationship. And if there's a lack of polarization, whether it be the man or the female, it's going to cause a disruption inside of the relationship. So you need to be very cognizant of this sort of thing. And once you get to that decision and that conclusion, you have to stick true to yourself. So once you heal and do everything and assess the partner that you're with, take the time out to understand that you need to show that person who you truly are at all times. Do not be pretentious because social media says it's okay. Do not sort of take on this ideology of the red pill community because they think it's okay and you'll be accepted as a man. No, figure out who you are and move accordingly. If you like to love, love. If you don't like to do certain things, don't. Don't allow people to define you as being this individual that whatever. No, throw that shit in the garbage and just be who you are. And if you desire a person more than they desire you, you have to assess if your emotions are stable. If they are stable, then you know that you need to leave that relationship. However, I want you to also take into account that people don't love the same. So because you're lovey and you're over the top and you always want to be touched or being around, somebody else may just want to hear it. So you also have to make sure that the 5 love languages are together and you understand each other's love languages. Because if you're talking a language that your partner doesn't understand, they're not going to understand your love for them. And they'll think that you're being over the top when you're not. It's just not their love language. So it's a lot of moving parts in this dynamic, and this is why relationships are not always this thing where you need to jump in and be with. You have to practice being in one first, and you have to understand yourself very well before you jump into it. But that's my take on this question and on this video. Please let me know down below in the comments what you think about what side should love more and if you agree with this sort of concept. If you're new, welcome. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you know we post, and I hope to see you all on the next video. Have a great day.